exciting episode of As the River Churns.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March the, gosh, I've forgotten what day it is.
25th.
25th.
Yes.
All the days are starting to run together, I think.
Yes, they are.
So, Lisa, I think, by the way, I love the grocery cart. I don't know if you all...
That was awesome.
I've been
yes.
trying to find a grocery cart like that whenever I've gone out grocery shopping, and I haven't had a whole lot of luck finding those. I guess they're very popular.
They are.
Yeah. So what about our trivia question for today?
Okay, trivia question, and this is provided by John Hoyt. Let's see. What fictional gargoyle character was added to the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. in 1980 as a result of a contest?
Oh.
So what fictional gargoyle character
How do you say that again?
Gargoyle.
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 A gargoyle character was added to the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. in 1980 as a result of the contest. So if you know the answer, you're going to call Michelle at 336-389-4103. That's 336-389-4103. And the winner today will receive this wonderful River Landing tumbler. It has
Yes.
River Landing on the actual tumbler.
Does it have anything in it?
It does not, sadly.
Okay.
It's empty.
I didn't know if there was...
I think Whitney drank it.
Sorry.
Oh, you know what we forgot, Tom?
Oh, we
forgot the hourglass.
You're a little fast. Why don't you tap the top of it after you turn it over?
Okay.
You're not going to be able to do it that way. Oh, there you go. Okay, good.
Because we all know we like to keep us on track.
We do, yes. So
Okay.
I don't think we've tested it yet to see if it truly is an hourglass, but I
We haven't.
think it is.
We think so.
I guess fortunately we haven't gone over an hour. That's a good thing.
That's true.
So I think we have some updates about the Instacart, right?
Yes, we do. I just want to give a few updates. According to security, we've had about 7 or 8 Instacart deliveries already today. So many of you have gone on yesterday and placed your orders. I've helped a few residents get their orders placed today, and so far so good. We have learned some things, though, that I want to share with you. The first is yesterday when we were talking about placing an order, we said, I think you could see on the screen, it said, add $25 more and get free delivery.
Right.
And so for certain stores have these free delivery offers. However, what we've learned is that is only if you subscribe to the Instacart Express, which means you pay either a monthly fee of $9.99 or a yearly fee of $99, and that would waive your delivery fees. So I wasn't aware of that. So when I was seeing that free sign,
We both were confused.
It was
Yes.
a little confusing.
Yes.
So I wanted to clarify that. There still is a delivery fee unless you have the Instacart Express.
And even if you have the Instacart Express, you still have to get a certain dollar amount ordered to be able to get the free delivery.
That's
right?
correct.
Okay.
That's
I don't
correct.
want anybody to think that they pay $99 and don't have a delivery fee ever.
Right. You still need to place, I think at Food Lion it's over $35.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Right, so that was a little confusing. I just wanted to clarify that. The other thing that we learned that I wasn't aware of is when you order alcohol, there is an additional alcohol charge, and it's based on the amount of alcohol you order. So I have the link, and I've already sent that out to one resident because they were like, what is this? Because I didn't know about it. I've never ordered alcohol before on there, and so I did pull up the questions page on Instacart, and it was very specific about the fees. So I believe it's if you order $0 to $35, then you have a surcharge of $2 to $4. So it's not a ton of money, but just so you know, it is an additional fee. So you want to be sure that you check that out and that you're aware of that.
And if you're looking for alcohol, actually, our clubhouse, we deliver, right, Tom?
That is
We have
correct.
bottles of wine and bottles of beer, and we don't charge a delivery fee.
That is correct. Yes. So
Great
that's
point,
your best
Lisa. You can order your alcohol right here from River Landing.
You sure can, and no delivery fee.
Now, is there a member fee that you have to?
No
there's
membership
no
fee
express,
either.
There's no express.
You need to
thing,
at least
right?
be 21, though.
Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure what that was, but okay. That's good.
And what other Instacart updates do I have, Tom? That might be it right now.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. I think we had planned on maybe re-showing the program from yesterday.
Yes.
So that people that didn't get a chance to see it might have a chance to
watch
see
it.
it. And
And I think we're going to tie that in after exercise classes tomorrow.
Okay, that's
So we'll put in the video after exercise class,
perfect.
which is at 9.
9:30 is our strength and stretch class. So at 10 o'clock we would
Okay.
show the video. Then we have a class from 11 to 11:30, which is the chair yoga. So at 11:30 we'll show the video.
Okay.
And then from 1 to 1:30 we have chair fit. So at 1:30 we'll show the video
Perfect.
again.
Okay.
All righty. And as always, if you have questions or you get online and you're having trouble, just give me a call and I can come and help you place that order.
that's great. Thanks, Whitney.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm going to sneak right off the
Okay.
stage.
We'll let you sneak
Thank
out.
you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank y'all. Have a wonderful day.
Bye. Okay, so I think the next part of this is I want to go over some of the coronavirus stuff. To be honest, there's been a lot happening today, and it's been happening very quickly. And so I'm sure that even the information I'm about to share might even be already a little bit old because the things have been changing so fast. But let me just kind of give you a little bit of a synopsis as to what I have been seeing today. You all probably are even more aware of it than I am, but we have seen, I saw something that we are up over 60,000 cases in the U.S. as of today. Over 800 folks have unfortunately passed away because of the coronavirus in the U.S. Looking more locally, well, before we get into that, I think there was good news today. I'm sure you all were aware that there's been an agreement reached on the stimulus package, so there's a lot of information out there about that and what that means. And so I'm sure over the next coming days there'll be a lot of questions and interest in that as to how that's going to affect our country and the world for that matter. We have seen in North Carolina here, I pull my information off of the Department of Health and Human Services website is where we get our information. They do only update that once a day. So again, this information might be even a little bit old because I know there are some news organizations here locally that are tracking more of the that up-to-minute response. But on the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services site, we are at 504 cases, positive cases here in North Carolina, at 10,489 completed tests. And so, just a little analysis there, I just did a quick calculation. So out of every test that we do, or every test that we do, it's 4.8% that actually are testing positive. And I know that we also know that we've got a backlog of tests still in North Carolina. I think that's happening still throughout the U.S. in a lot of the states. We're expecting that this number is going to continue to rise as the next few days unfold. But we'll just kind of see how that happens and kind of address that as it happens. You may have heard, again, these numbers may be off a little bit. But the last we had heard, Guilford County was up to 22 positive cases. Forsyth County is at 15. That's 37 total. I did hear that number may have already gone up since then, but that number is rising, again, as expected. Around the Charlotte area, they're approaching 200 cases. And around the Raleigh-Durham, Cary area, we're up around the 160 range of cases, it looks like. So as you all may have seen, I think the governor came on just a little bit ago and had some information for us. It looks like to me like a lot of the counties and some of the cities in North Carolina are going ahead and doing sheltering in place. or they're calling it stay in home. I'm not sure what the difference is, to be honest with you, but we'll find that out. But we know that Wake County, Durham County, and Mecklenburg County have all done a sheltering in place type of thing, or getting ready to do that. The city of Clemens, I found out before we came on air here that also was happening for the city of Clemens. And then this is just most recently, and this affects all of us. This came out of Fox 8. I think we've gotten this also from another news source as well, that at 4 o'clock today, Guilford County, the city of Greensboro, and the city of High Point are going to issue a stay-at-home order. That is what we're hearing. The county and cities plan to issue the order at 4 p.m. today. If any of you watch Roy Cooper today, he said that there are more restrictions for the state as a whole will be released soon. The question that we had about the pool, I expect that to be a part of that restrictions that are coming out, meaning that I'm thinking we're going to get some clarification about our pool at that time. But and I'm reading this from the Fox 8 website, for Guilford County, the city of High Point, city of Greensboro, the wording I have on this is that it will be essential businesses only, and they've got this listed on the news site. They have it listed as grocery stores, pharmacies, gas stations, banks, media organizations, funeral homes, and child care centers. It says here people are allowed to go outside for walking, hiking, running, biking, golfing, which is good, and playing tennis. Golfing and tennis can only be played if there is social distancing. And as I was mentioning, there have been similar orders issued in Mecklenburg County and city of Durham, as well as in other areas. So a lot going on there. The fact that Guilford County now has a confirmed case of community spread, I think, changes as a game changer. We had a feeling that probably was going to come. So we're planning a response for the next couple days to talk a little bit more about what we're going to do in light of the fact that we now have this, or looks like we're going to have this stay-in-home order or shelter-in-place order. But just a couple of quick things to kind of talk about here at River Landing. We still have a good many residents that are leaving the campus every day. I know there are some very good reasons why people need to leave the campus. Medical appointments, would be one that comes to mind. But there's still a lot of people that are leaving the campus, in my opinion, for reasons that are not really justified. And so I'm just going to continue to ask you as residents to help us with preventing the COVID-19 virus from getting here at River Landing. And the only way we can do that is we keep shutting down our community. We keep lowering the chances that we can become infected here. We've already going to have to take some necessary risks that we can't avoid, and that is I can't tell staff members not to come to the community. We obviously need our staff members, and so there's a little risk in that. But we are doing a lot as far as compartmentalizing our staff. We are not allowing folks from independent side to go over to the healthcare center side and vice versa. We're even further compartmentalizing staff in certain areas. I've got folks that can work at home who are working at home. There's not too many of our folks that can do that, but we do have a few that can do that. So we're trying to do some of those types of things. And quite honestly, some of the things that are coming up is we're going to further compartmentalize residents who live on outside of our main building and the residents that live on the inside of the building. And we'll have some more information about that. We're working on a plan to be able to do that. We'll probably, between tomorrow and Friday, we'll have something out for you about that as well. So bear with us as we continue to work in your best interest to try and keep this community free and safe of the coronavirus. And I wasn't sure if I was going to bring this up or not, but I think I'm going to. Staff cannot be completely responsible for all of residents' actions. Our residents here need to help us by following the guidelines that we're setting up. We have had a situation where we've had residents that will go through our checkpoints. They have been instructed to go get their temperatures read and taken as they're coming into the community, and they do not go and do that. And that is bypassing our instructions for them. And, you know, I think the feeling among those residents is they're fine. They're not running any temperature. There's no reason to stop. Yes, there's reason to stop. We have these procedures in place for a reason. And this is the kind of thinking that gets our community in trouble, quite honestly, is when we start bypassing or thinking that we can just bypass things. So I'm asking you very nicely to please help us help you. We can't do the job very effectively if residents are working around us. And I'm not in any way trying to be mean. I'm not trying to point out the residents that did this today that we were finding this issue with. But we need your help. Only together can we solve this. Only together can we keep this virus out of this community. And I know there are some of you that think this is a bunch of baloney out there, and it's not. I mean, you can see that our cases are rising around us. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but our cases are rising around us. And, you know, North Carolina had its first 2 deaths today from the coronavirus. So, you know, we're not immune to this. And we know this is a vulnerable population we have here. So please help us. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now, and we'll have more information about that. And I'm sorry for the serious tone of what I have, but I'm worried about you all, and I want to make sure that, you know, there's a lot of responsibility on me and the administration team here to try and keep you safe. And so when residents kind of are looking the other way and not helping us, it really it hurts and it's hard. And I want to make sure that that this doesn't happen, and I'm going to do my best to make sure it doesn't happen under our watch here. So enough said. All right, I think I've lectured enough.
Okay. Okay. On a lighter side.
Yes, please.
Okay. As Tom was saying, that we're trying to compartmentalize places and things like that. So another area we're looking at is, can we offer you an at-home grocery box? So we've reached out to one of our vendors, Pride of the Morning, that provides us with the fresh produce and breads and different things like that. They have come up with a box that they can provide us here at River Landing for you all that would want to purchase this box. This would be with your dining dollars. So the box would include potatoes, 4 russet potatoes, eggs, a dozen eggs, cooking vegetables. So each week it'd be different vegetables. So the week coming up is broccoli as the choice, wrapped lettuce, an onion, a package of strawberries, 4 apples, 4 oranges, a pound of carrots, 2 tomatoes, 2 boneless chicken breasts, 5 5.5 ounce Angus beef burgers, a half a gallon of 2% milk, a half a gallon of orange juice,
Oh my gosh.
and a loaf of bread, wheat. So this package, we can't tailor it, so if you say I don't want the milk, this is a box that you buy the whole package. It's a box that comes to you that you can use throughout the week. But it's $45 for this box, which I think is a steal. I don't even know if I could go to the grocery store and get these items for that price. If you want to double your protein, say you want 4 chicken breasts and 10 patties, then that would be adding another $10 to the box. So $10 more, you can double your proteins.
You can double, you can't take away. Is that the idea?
Right,
Okay.
right. You can add to it. The hard part is everybody has different desires for food. So this is a box that it's a good, stable type box. If you like other kind of things, that's where you're going to use your Instacart and you're going to order your items that you specifically want.
Right.
But for some folks, this will be a great option for you. So this box, you would order it through us and we would give you a number. We're going to have Whitney manage this project as well. You'll have her phone number and an email. You order it by, let's see, I think it's noon on Monday, and they would deliver it to us on Wednesday. If you deliver by noon on Wednesday, you'll get a box on Friday. So there'd be 2 delivery dates out here. So I think it's another great option to be able to get some of those staple items that we all like to have on hand. The breads, the milks, the juices, things like that.
So will we have like a picture of what the box
We
looks
will.
like?
We will. I was able to see the box today. So I did take some pictures of it, and I'll get that up on CareMerge. Plan on seeing us getting it out tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have time yet today to be able to come up with the whole menu and all that good stuff for you, but I'll be working on that today, and let's plan on it'll be out sometime tomorrow. But it's a great option, and our vendors are really trying to work with us. They know it's a challenging time right now to get grocery items, so they're looking at how can they do this on a personal basis, which they're not used to doing.
Right.
But they're stepping up, and they're really trying to help us out.
Yeah, and maybe just to add to that, Lisa, we had mentioned before that we have a small stockpile of toilet paper for residents, and
Yes.
I know several of you have come up to the front desk to get some if you've been in need. We still have some if you
We
need
do.
some.
We do.
I think we might even be able to help a little bit with paper towels and
Kleenexes.
and Kleenex boxes. So we're trying to put together as much as we can some of the stuff as we can get it. Some of the stuff that's hard to find in the stores, we're trying to have our own little
Right.
supply so that if you really ran into a problem where you don't have any and you can't get it from the store, then you can get it from us, and we can try and tide you over until you can get something on Instacart again, or
Absolutely.
to
Yes.
be able to shore up your supply.
And we're also working on coming up with a grab-and-go area for clubhouse folks. So that's all the residents that live outside. Right now, the grab-and-go area is open at breakfast time in the bistro for anyone that lives here. But we are coming up with a plan to be able to offer what we offer in the bistro to you folks that live outside, so you can pick it up at the clubhouse with your lunch and dinner pickup. So we are working on that. We hope to have that up and running by beginning of the week.
Yeah, beginning of next week.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff I think that we're going to be rolling out.
We do. We have a
that's gonna
lot coming
start.
down. Yeah.
And it comes down to our idea about compartmentalizing our residents.
Sure.
And I think our goal here is to, again, just try and have as less people in the community that are in the hallways, so that we're not having as much chance for this to spread, because we know this is a virus that does spread.
Absolutely.
So we'll keep working on that.
Yes.
So are there any other questions?
so.
Well, that was our big thing. Okay. Maybe, and I don't know that this was asked, but maybe I'll spend a couple seconds talking about, I think we've had some questions about how we're going to handle the new folks moving into the hybrids, the
Yes.
private apartments.
Yeah.
So, we have had a lot of conversation about how we handle these folks coming in. The game plan at the moment is for them still to be able to come into the community. But we want to make sure that these folks are not bringing something in with them. So we are rolling out to them as we speak a plan to be able to have them basically shelter in place, self-quarantine for a period of time here once they move into the campus. So working on that now. I think we're contacting those folks that would be affected by this. And it's not going to be just the hybrid folks, quite honestly. We're going to do this with all move-ins coming into the community until we can get past this virus concern. So, again, we're trying to do our best to protect you all and protect them coming in as well. So,
I do have a couple more questions here.
oh, okay.
Since this is a question from an outside resident, since we do not get our receipts when we pick up meals from the clubhouse, can I call someone to get my balance? That's a good question. When you're ordering, if you live outside and you're ordering, when you place your order, ask them to give you a receipt in your bag, so that way you see where you're at. You may not need it every day, but maybe it's once a week you want to have your receipt to see where you're at. But just ask them that when you're placing your order. Let's see, one more question. Will something be considered so we can get greeting cards from the gift shop? That's a good question. We'd
a hard
love,
one, isn't it?
yeah, it's a hard one. We'd love to be able to open that gift shop, but that's not the right thing to do at this point, especially with the gathering and the social distancing and everybody's touching the items. And to be honest, some of our volunteers are not comfortable to be running that shop with folks coming in, and we get that. So at this point, our main focus for grab and go and getting food to you all, it's more the necessary items that we're focusing on right now.
The essentials.
If we can
Yeah.
figure out another way to do those extra things, we'll try to do that. But right now, our focus has been on necessary items.
Yeah, we got to kind of walk before we can run.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're still trying
absolutely.
to walk at this point. And once we get to a point where we're walking, then we can start running a little bit. Maybe we can make some changes.
Right,
that
absolutely.
incorporate
Yep.
that.
Yep. We have still not had a winner to our trivia question, so
Uh-oh.
I'm going to put a little hint out there. So the gargoyle statue for the National Cathedral, it is a Star Wars character.
Ah, Star Wars character.
So let's see if that helps any. So it is a Star Wars character. Call 336-389-4103. So the gargoyle character that was added to the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. in 1980 as a result of a contest.
Okay.
The Star Wars character.
Star Wars character.
Okay.
And there's a lot of Star Wars characters.
Well, there is. So it's a main character.
Oh, so could it be like R2-D2 then, or C-3PO?
It could be, but it's
Are
not.
they considered characters?
They are. They are. Oh, so see if that helps any.
All right. So we got a really pretty simple virus tip of the day.
We sure do. Stay at home.
Yeah, stay at home.
Please stay at home.
As much as possible, stay at home. And do we have any birthdays
We do.
today?
We have 3 birthdays today. So happy birthday to Les Mangus, Betty Faison, and Rhodey Gibbs.
Okay. That's great. Well, happy birthday to all 3 of you.
Yes.
Okay, so while we wait for the trivia winner, we may actually go off air before we have a winner of our trivia. And you know what? If we don't have one, that beautiful mug will be there for tomorrow for when we have...
Michelle, I think she just got a call.
She's running.
I'm not sure. She's running.
She's running, so
Okay.
we'll see. So, so while she's doing that, let me go through the joke of the day.
Okay.
And Lisa, I think this came from Jan Churns.
It did, yes. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you, Jan. This is called, okay, forgive me, this was called Hooters, okay? So here's how it goes. Some of you may have heard this. 2 guys grew up together, but after college, one moves to Maryland and the other to Texas. They agree to meet every 10 years in Vero Beach, Florida to play golf and catch up with each other. At age 32, they meet, finish their round of golf, and head for lunch. Where you want to go? Hooters. Why Hooters? They have those broads with the big racks, the tight shorts, and the gorgeous legs. You're on, says the other one. At age 42, they meet and play golf again. Where you want to go for lunch? Hooters. Again, why? They have cold beer, big screen TVs, and side action on the games. Okay. At age 52, they meet and play again. So where you want to go for lunch? Hooters. Why? Because the food is pretty good and there's plenty of parking. Okay. At 62, they apparently meet again. After a round of golf, one says, where you want to go? And it's Hooters again. And he says, why? Because wings are half price and the food isn't too spicy. 72, once again, after golf, Hooters. Why? They have 6 handicapped parking spots right by the door, and they have senior discounts. Great choice, says the other one. And then finally, at age 82, they meet and play again. Where should we go for lunch? Hooters. Why? Because we've never been there before.
Oh, it cracks me up every time.
You like that one?
I
don't
like that one.
you? Lisa likes that one. So remember, if you don't like our jokes, and Jan, I think this is a great one.
That's a great
actually.
one.
You know, please feel free to keep sending us stuff. You know, we really do appreciate the feedback we're getting, the materials that we're getting,
Absolutely.
the pictures.
Yes.
Maybe tomorrow when Ken's here, we got to do the toilet paper thing again that we talked about
Yes.
last time,
Yeah,
right?
we have a special little...
And we
thing.
might even do. I thought it might be fun to do a horoscope tomorrow. So maybe we can do a horoscope tomorrow
I like
and just
it.
talk about that too. So
Okay.
we'll have that for tomorrow's show. But
Well, Tom, we do have a winner.
oh, we have a winner! Yay!
Yes. Finally, we have a winner. And so the question was, what gargoyle fictional character was added to the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. in 1980? And the answer is Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Who knew? And and the
I'm sorry,
winner
that was bad,
is
wasn't it?
Kathy Rickard.
Ah,
So
Kathy.
congratulations, Kathy.
Good job.
This tumbler will be coming your way.
So, did you have a lot of people call in, Michelle? Just
We
the
had-
one person.
We had one
Okay.
person, and she guessed it on the first try.
Got it on the first ones. So, Kathy, you have to let us know what website you got that off of, right? Just teasing.
And thank you, John, for the question.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate you all very much, and we love you. Stay safe. We'll have more information about what it means to shelter in place or stay at home. Obviously, there'll be a lot more information about that coming out. If you don't need to go out, please don't go out. Start using the things that we have in place for you from a shopping standpoint. Grocery stores, honestly, grocery stores are a germ mecca. Do not go there if you can help it. Let other people go for you and get the germs, not you. So just do your best with that. If you need help with that, Whitney and Jill are really kind of working through a program with that. So call them if you got questions. And, together we can do this. We can work our way through this.
Absolutely.
So okay, signing off. Thank you all very much. We love you.